Hey, good morning, Adam. Good morning, Julia. So, I don't think I'm going to be making it to the podcast today. I got a little held up. I think I might be ending up at Gatlinburg.
Well, welcome back, everybody. As it turns out...
Hey, good morning.
As it turns out, Harjaan is currently on his way to Slammed Enough Gat. So if you're going to be down there, look for the obnoxiously bright-colored livery on his IS, whatever it is, 300, and go say hi.
It turned out really good.
It looks alright. Not my taste, but I like it. I like green, so it's good.
It's good because it's green.
Yeah, that saves it. I think we're going to have Harjaan join us at some point today, but he's currently quite literally driving down to Tennessee. But hello, everybody. Hi, Jamie. I see you in the chat. What up, y'all? Hopefully this is posted on our social and everyone is flooding in here as we speak. We got the usual rigmarole of fun stuff for you today. Seems like a good time to mention that this podcast is sponsored by ProForm. Our friends at ProForm Parts have been helping us give away cool stuff to you guys, which is like one of my favorite things to do here. And that doesn't change just because Harjaan's gone, even though that's usually his thing. We have a mystery ProForm prize today. So we can't even tell you what it is. But you know how to enter. If you don't know how to enter, I'll bring it up once more before the end of the podcast, maybe even twice more before the end of the podcast. But you can comment ProForm Parts in the comments. That's 2 words, ProForm Parts. And we'll set up a duck race for you guys at the end. My favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
Pretty much everyone's favorite. Yeah. We also have some exciting news. There's a long-awaited PASMAG issue, which we've talked about here for a while. We have teased it a little bit. I think we talked about it last episode without showing you anything because it wasn't really designed. But look at that.
It's so good.
Look at it. We have the Toyota issue with like one of the coolest starlets ever on the cover. One of the first times, to my knowledge, that the cover shoot isn't the whole car. But I think that's great because it leaves a lot to the imagination. And that is a really, really, really cool car. If you watch all the podcast episodes or if you're familiar with that particular one, you know how cool that starlet is and how much we loved it. And then obviously Peter's kick-ass AE86 and a whole bunch of other awesome Toyotas and Lexuses, mostly Toyotas, I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of all over the place. But yeah, this is your time to hit it up at shop.pasmag.com. You can pre-order or reorder, whatever you want to call it, this issue, and we'll be sending them out ASAP. And look who we have here.
Oh, no.
Former hosts.
Parts?
What's up, Harjaan and Youssef? How y'all doing? Where are you guys now? How far have you gotten?
Somewhere in Pennsylvania, I think.
Oh, not even that far yet.
Yeah,
okay. When'd you leave?
No, we're doing like pretty decent. 5 a.m.
Yeah, we have about, 8 hours left? 7.5 hours?
Okay.
Yeah, we're in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. We're almost in West Virginia.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Well, have fun, boys. That sounds like a good time.
Thank you. How's it going with you guys?
We're doing good. We're just chilling. I'm actually like horrendously sick. So if you guys hear thunder during the podcast, that's just my stomach rumbling loud enough to be picked up by the mic, and that's like a real thing that's going on right now.
That's crazy.
For all the viewers, Adam's stomach always rumbles.
Yeah, but normally it's hunger.
I have a bone to pick. I have a bone to pick with one of the PASMAG hosts, and it's not my stomach rumbling ex-coworker, current friend.
What do you want?
I get a text from Julia saying we the design team at PASMAG did an awesome livery design for Harjaan's Lexus, doing a big thing I got with it, etc., etc. And she texts me and she's like, yo, why didn't you collab post me on the reveal of it? And I'm like, I got you. I collab post? Guess who doesn't accept the collab post?
Damn.
I did. What do you mean?
Yeah,
That's accepted. Okay, anyways.
It's on our page.
Guys, if you're watching the live stream, make sure to comment ProForm Parts down below if you want to win anything.
How long did your livery take?
4 hours,
give or take. Yeah,
it was pretty quick.
We knocked it out. Yeah,
Yeah, after the first side, we kind of had a game plan, and then it was better.
Yeah, the first side because we were just trying to orient ourselves with everything. So I
Wait,
feel like a majority of the
Where
time
the hell's
was
your car, Harjaan?
Where's my car?
Yeah.
It's being driven by a friend, so we can sit
gotcha.
in the back and have our podcast.
Mr. Evan LZ himself.
Okay, I only just realized that you guys are sitting in the truck.
Yeah, we're in the
'cause this guy didn't
F-150.
even drive his own car.
Yeah, that's crazy. After all the shit talk you backed me up on about people trailering their cars on road trips and rallies.
Do you want to hear why I trailered my car?
No, we don't want to hear it.
No.
I
We're
trailered
not
my
giving
car.
you any spotlight to tell us why.
Mute his mic.
We have our entire booth pretty much. and
We don't want to
like,
hear it.
The truck.
It's okay.
Guys, let me know when you want to mute his mic. I'll put my.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you guys are having a safe travel. Are you guys sticking around for the whole thing? Are you guys sticking around for the podcast?
Yes,
Is
sir.
that a yes or no for
Yep.
the podcast? Yeah. Okay. Sick. Hell yeah. Well, welcome to the phoned in podcast.
We'll just be tucked away in the corner.
Yeah, banished.
Well, we know what's going on with you guys. What's going on with you, Julian? What's happening? Have you done car stuff lately? I feel like this whole summer and early fall, it's been like, no car stuff.
No car stuff. No.
Nothing?
No.
This tease of the new color for the wrap is going to last an eternity.
I know.
think.
I mean, I've been busy, like moving,
Mm.
trying to set up the new place. I park in a garage now.
Wow.
I mean, I did underground garage, but now I have like my own little single car
You hear that,
garage.
everybody? Fancy.
Not to flex on everybody, but,
Our
yeah.
own garage.
but I think like once I settle in a bit, I'll actually have time to think about car stuff.
Hell yeah.
I'm
I get
buying
it.
stuff like a new hutch or like a cabinet.
Yeah,
or
you don't
drawers.
have the
Rich
disposable
millionaire.
income to
Yeah.
spend on silly car stuff right now. I also haven't done much car stuff. I just work a lot. I drove my car for the first time in 2 weeks this weekend after having a dream that I blew up my car and then didn't drive it for a week after that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And then just went about my normal life. But tomorrow, which is Wednesday, October 1st, we will be heading to the racetrack with the big bad coolest 350Z in the world, and we're going to try and smash a new production car record. Production car meaning like car with a VIN, not like as it comes from the factory, so modified production car record. But yeah, we're going to go smash the Mosport record for that category, hopefully tomorrow. And we're going to live stream it, and we like did a bunch of cool stuff where, you know, when you're watching Formula One and it's like, here's how I did in this sector, here's how I did in this sector, they're doing better than this, but we have all of that like data overlay. So the live stream will be like a ride along. Basically, it's in the car and it has all our track map and fun sector data.
Cool.
So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll
Yo, Adam,
Going
what was
tomorrow.
it? What was a car that has a previous record? Or like what model car?
I don't actually know. I think it is 1 or 2 seconds faster than our previous time. We reset our personal best when we went 2 weeks ago by accident during like heavy traffic, old tires, just like testing out the new equipment. So there's definitely like 1 or 2 seconds to be had there on an empty track with, you know, full brand new stickies and all the good stuff. We are going for a 114. I think the goal is a 114.7, which if you're watching and you know Mosport, you're like, that's not even possible. Yeah, it is. Trust. It's going to be really fun. Richard
Adam,
Boak
I have a question
does a
for you now
115.
about this too.
What's that?
In theory, if you had like proper tires set up on the car, how long could somebody street drive it for?
Which car? The
Like the 350. Like I'm saying,
Oh, until you're arrested, very short amount of time. It looks like an absolute machine. It does not even look remotely street legal at this point. You
Fair.
could drive,
It
like
does
it's a
look-
drivable car, but the nature of the way it works with like, there's no starter. The motor is the starter. So the minimum speed,
Oh.
like just crawling around, is like 30 kilometers an hour. Like there's no creeping the car, so it's really annoying in the pits. But yeah, that's just the nature of it. Would not drive on the street. Sasha's a crazy person, has driven on the street. I would not. For legal reasons, no, he didn't. But yeah, so tell us about the slam enough thing. I think that's way more interesting to our viewers. What's happening down there,
Yeah.
and how's it going to go?
so there's a big show every year for those of you guys that don't know, hosted by Slammed Enough. We've done coverage at a bunch of their events, stuff like that. It's called Slammed Enough Gatlinburg. So it's held in Eastern Tennessee, almost North Carolina, if that makes sense. And it's just a massive stance show in the mountains. That's all like, picture a tourist town. I'm not going to say taken over because that's the wrong word, but a tourist town completely filled with 10,000 modified cars and stance cars and wide body and this, that, and just kind of everything we love about cars all in
yeah.
one place. And you get to meet all your internet friends, and people come from like Florida, California, Quebec, BC. So they come from like all four corners of like
Right.
together, if that makes sense. And you just see the most like wildly unimaginable things. Like last year, there's a first gen Honda CRV with negative 30 degrees of camber driving around.
Dumb.
There's people that build cars specifically for this event that genuinely scrape while driving, like the floor.
Wild. So I like that it's
They're not
also in
drivable
close proximity to the Smokies. Or the mountains, so
Tail of the Dragon's 45 minutes out from Sevierville, where all of this is kind of held.
So
So
sick.
people do drive to Tail of the Dragon, you do like the Cherry Hollow Skyway, stuff like that. So it's like a big trip where you pretty much, during the day, you're eating good food in the mountains, going for like aggressive but safe mountain drives. And then the evening, you're also eating good food, and then you're like just staying in the town and like going to every single plaza is a car show. If you go to Walmart to buy groceries, if you go to McDonald's to get your $5 combo, everything's always a car show, and it's just the craziest. Like, there's no way to put into words without being there how crazy the whole experience is.
Yeah, it's kind of become the new the mecca of streetcar culture. So that's really cool.
It's become the new H2O, 100%.
Ooh, don't say that. That shit's for the
H2O
birds.
was a little bit rowdy, but yeah.
It is like, it's that same vibe in terms of
in a
the
place that
togetherness of
actually
the
likes cars.
Of course, obviously there's like bad apples and this is that in every group and every rowdiness, whatever, regardless of where you go. But the whole original premise of it is just everybody go to a sick area that has touristy stuff to do and good food, good friends, good roads. That same like vibe and aesthetic, if that makes
Hell yeah.
sense.
I would have loved to make it this year. Unfortunately, I have a bunch of stuff going on, obviously, as I mentioned with the track thing and that. But hoping next year, right from the beginning of the year, get the 240 like super buttoned up for a big old road trip. Or buy another car, one of the two. But that's on my bucket list. I want to see how everybody behaves this year. If there's no like absolute insane nonsense like H2O kind of devolved into, I'll be very excited about it.
Last year there was a little bit of nonsense from people, like obviously those VQ
Naturally.
crowds. Shout out to you guys, but no, there was like a little bit of nonsense, but like for the most part, it was overall a pretty like peaceful and good event, to the point that it was like a lot of people get post-GAT depression,
I get it.
which is really funny to say, but yeah.
I will say though, a lot of people have been speculating that this might be the last GAT,
Wow.
and that's because it gained a lot of traction on social media, and I think a lot of people from the bad crowds are going to end up
Of course.
coming out this year. And
But I feel like they've been saying that for years, kind of thing, and like a lot of people build cars specifically for this event, so they'll build, like, you'll genuinely see there's one guy last year with, it was either a Camry or an Infiniti Q50, some sort of like mid-size modern sedan, and he was running on a stock body car, 18x14 minus 55.
Yeah, don't do that.
And there's
kids.
some sort of like work VSXX, something like that, like some sort of really cool wheel, but it's all like, you'll see a plethora of cars with the wheels that are worth more than the car, which is insane.
Naturally.
And like, think about that on a stock body car being fender to lip, what you have to do. A lot of nonsense.
James says they cracked down already. No meats, towed in minutes, I've heard. So watch yourself when you're on the street.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, PD not allowing
Yeah.
meats everywhere. Wow, that's awful. But that's what happens. That's why my personal rule is if the car meet has been advertised on Instagram, I'm not going. So that's why I don't go to meets
Such a
anymore.
hipster.
We don't know how good we had it back in the day, honestly. It used to be so nice.
It's true.
Pre-getting arrested for everything. That said, safe travels, boys. Have fun. Send us lots of pictures. I'm sure we'll cover it all next week. I'll be really excited. Harjaan, are you going to be back next week? Is the real question.
yes, sir, I will.
Wow.
Back to give away more ProForm parts, that's for sure.
Make sure to comment ProForm parts if you're new in the comments.
That's all right. Yeah, for everyone that's flooding in, not too many people here today. Have we posted this on the old social medias?
We do.
So we got to get people out here. But welcome, everybody. If I see some new faces. If you don't know already, you can comment ProForm parts and you can get a mystery prize at the end of this made by ProForm. It's either a tool or an engine building thing or an engine add-on. Could be for an LS, could be an awesome part, could be one of the best tools ever. The very first tools we gave away on this podcast are like some of my favorites. So yeah, big shout out to ProForm parts. Look at all the ProForm parts comments. W in the chat. We also have some features. The usual main piece of content, I might say, on our podcasts. We have a handful of people who submitted their cars hoping to find their way onto the big board behind Julia here. This is where our accepted and our maybes. Maybes are people we're going to follow up with. If not this year, then beginning of next, to be planning our next editorial calendar. We've been filling things up pretty heavily. Now these are looking crowded. Nissan, VIP, Weird, EV, and Truck are all super well represented. I would love to see a Euro come in and get itself a feature, and then we have space for, stuff we have yet to categorize. Without further ado, do we want to hop into the first feature, boys and girls? Ayo.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh yes. Wait.
Ooh.
Wait a second.
It goes, oh
Cobalt
no,
SS?
wait.
This is this the first
clean.
good-looking Cobalt SS
I
in
think
the
it
world?
is.
Adam, I'm gonna need to ask you if those wheels are real or not.
I
If you
also
have
want to know if the
this
wheels are
you-
real.
Holy.
And
I'm
by
gonna
the way,
check
I
that out.
want to add here, I no longer work for PASMAG, but I'm still gonna pop on like occasionally, do my thing kind of thing. So I'm 100% unbiased in this.
Craig Gutierrez.
While watching, nor do I represent PASMAG's opinion.
I gotta say, Craig, your details here and your style
It's amazing.
is so far off of what I usually expect out of Cobalt SS, and
I
those are
agree.
CTSV brakes. This is really good.
They are.
I'm impressed.
I'm liking this.
Yeah, me too.
As soon as I did check to see like what cars we had on. As soon as I saw we had a Cobalt, I was like, oh no.
It's tuned on E85. Those are real TE37 SLs. They're just polished.
Oh yeah.
I like
Yeah.
this
Honestly,
like
the car-
tan and green vibes going on. Looks really nice.
The car overall looks very well executed. Like personally, it's not my favorite choice
Whoa.
of platform. It's very well executed, so I'm like, I can't speak on that.
Whoa, suspension in the rear?
Oh.
What?
Cantilevered bags in the rear. I mean,
Holy.
I have thoughts about cantilevered bags in general, but like, I don't, it's cool looking.
Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
This is pretty wild, man.
Takes a lot of work.
It makes like a modest, fun amount of horsepower. It's 280 at the wheels.
Okay.
It's probably real fun.
more than you.
A friend, when I was younger, a friend of mine had like a pretty clean, almost factory Cobalt SS, and I will say, for like a front wheel drive econo sports car, very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun to drive. It's almost
Yeah, they're
the
quick.
Chevy
I enjoy it.
RSX, Oh, hey, it's Craig. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up? What's going
This
on?
is pretty nice, man. This is like the coolest Cobalt SS I've ever seen.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It took a while to get to this point. Honestly, obviously, I got it when I was 16 in 2011. It was bone stock, yellow, had front end damage, so we got it kind of cheap. And it's been through a few phases since then. Of course, factory wheels, lowering springs, and all that. And then when I was in college, I actually had it fender to lip on some SSRs.
Oh, geez.
And then this last phase, we ended up going with the more functional look and built it for SEMA last year, actually.
So did you skip the like bad modified stage with this car?
I would like to. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I definitely, being 16, went through like the cut springs and all of that good stuff also.
All things
but
considered,
then-
that's not that bad for 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your first mod?
Yeah. The first mod, honestly, was probably the springs.
Oh, no.
Hey, no
Just
cringy
cut those
stickers.
things down and put some Canabede and fat lace stickers all over it. And
No
had some
Decepticon emblem
spaces.
though, because if you did,
no,
you left that
no,
out, you're
no,
good.
luckily nothing like that.
I gotta say, this is pretty damn good. I like it. I like how
I appreciate it.
strange
It's really well done.
and
100%.
not traditional
Thank you.
the whole thing is.
Yeah.
And you like really did the work.
No kidding.
How much of this was new
Yeah.
and how much was a shot?
Absolutely.
Not that matters.
So 100% of it, other than whenever it left the garage to go to the paint booth where we painted it, it stayed in the garage the entire time. I did the fuse box relocation, pulled the engine, we prepped the bay, painted the bay, painted all the parts and powder coated and polished all the parts on the engine. I mean, everything was done, designed on SolidWorks in the garage,
what?
3D scanned the whole car in
I'm
order to
impressed.
fit all of that, package all of that in the car. I mean, it was all there at the house pretty much, other than the sponsored parts, of course, like the status seats,
Right.
the steering wheel and all that.
Color me impressed, man. There's a lot of stuff I like here, including that which you just mentioned. This is a carbon fiber trunk that you left some carbon fiber exposed in the paint. Is that how this is
Yeah,
done?
so it's actually it's a G6 or G5 trunk, carbon fiber G5 trunk. So it doesn't have the inside lights already. And then I had a friend of mine, Joe, actually do the carbon work on it, and he shaved the entire front face of it so it doesn't have the third brake light or the keyhole. And then we just sprayed over the top. He did like a V-twill on the back as well.
So sick.
So I put like a LED strip on the back, the top of the back window to have my third brake light. So it's kind of cool because at night it actually shines on the suspension, and I can see it just glowing behind me whenever I'm driving it around.
Okay, I like that a lot. I have one more question. Oh, what's yours?
I was gonna say, I like how many of the cheap early 2000s GM plastics he was able to like either wrap with a material or like make look not like that in the interior.
Yeah.
That's something that like I noted and is like, hell yeah.
I appreciate that.
Do you have engineering background previous to this? Because like the cantilever suspension is not like an easy thing to make functional.
Yeah, so I'm actually an engineer by trade. Okay. So I just really wanted to kind of flex my mind and kind of see what I could come up with. I've always liked the cool, look of the race suspension and Indy cars, F1 cars, and just kind of wanted to see what I could do with it, honestly. So once we got to the 3D scanning, it was just like, let's go to town and see what we can come up with.
I mean, between the showcase of your own skills, the fact this is built in your garage, and the fact that you have like a pretty, like, wild by Cobalt and street driven car standards, but also in general kind of wild idea done in like subtle colors, so it's not so in your face and like look at me. I like this a lot. I'm a yes.
I agree. I'm a yes as well.
Yeah, boys.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's a unanimous yes, dude. So welcome to the
Sweet,
board.
and I appreciate it.
Welcome to the board.
Welcome.
If you told me 6 months ago that a Cobalt SS would get a unanimous yes on this panel, I would have laughed in your face. But this is a big change from what we expect when we hear
This is awesome.
Cobalt. So hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, thanks. That's definitely my favorite reaction is anytime somebody sees it like, wait, is this a Cobalt? Every single time.
Dude, the hard work definitely stands out, and we'll be in touch because that's for sure. That's going in the magazine. Do I know where yet?
No.
Absolutely not. But I'm going to find out, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, man. We appreciate
Sounds
you.
good. I'm ready. I appreciate y'all. Thank
Thanks
y'all.
for
Y'all
joining
take
us,
care.
man. What a start.
I'm so
Are you kidding
pleasantly
me?
surprised.
Same. I saw Cobalt, and my immediate reaction was like, oh no.
I know. That's awesome.
And LC500 just drove right by us. Those are such an underrated chassis. Holy.
We do love LC500s out here.
Mhm.
But
So sick.
so now the Cobalt, Adam, do you think this would qualify as potentially weird?
That was the
Or
first
no?
thing that came to mind.
Yeah.
But like, you go back enough years, it's not that weird. Whereas like
It's
everything in the
not. It
weird
was-
column, it has been weird its whole life and will always be weird. You know what I mean?
It was like almost like the cover car for Need for Speed, where like every racing game, the first car you got was either a Sylvia or a Cobalt.
Right. That's where I'm at with this one. I do like the first of all, like way to lay the paint down. Like I don't know if it's just the video, but the paint looks buttery smooth. That's not easy. So
You did a really good job.
yeah, this is great. Who's next? Who's got to follow this? The poor bastard. Whoa.
Ooh, that's sick.
Civic.
Whoa!
Insane.
Holy early 2000s sex spec. I like this.
Yeah, this
No
is very
handles,
early
no door
2000s. Oh my god.
Oh my.
What is it?
Are we building a
Civic.
throwback
Supra.
issue live on the air right now? Because it
It's a
does feel
Civic
like
Supra.
it.
This is
What's going on, guys?
Yo, what's up,
Hey!
Greg?
So, is it a Supra? Is it a Civic? It's the worst motor you ever put in a Civic, or it's the best front end you ever put on a Supra. Is that kind of what we got here? It's actually a '98 Civic with a Supra Mark IV front end.
This is
crazy.
interesting. I'm just gonna let the video play and see what I can see here. First of all, the work is impeccable. So,
Thank you.
Shout out to
giving-
you.
Everything you're looking at is at least 18 years old, with the exception of the steering wheel and the shift knob.
Did you
Everything
build this
else.
18 years ago?
This car won Best of Show Nopi Nationals 2007, as it says.
What the hell? Is this all your build? Did you do this yourself?
Me and about 3 guys did this. This is the 4th version of the same car. And as we were getting more and more successful, we would take it further and further. I mean, as you look at the car, obviously fenders are molded to the jambs, fenders are molded to the sheet metal inside the engine bay. I mean, we did crazy stuff, like even the glass we pulled out and made sure we found Honda non-tinted glass off lower model cars so the graphics wouldn't look discolored going through the car.
damn.
The more we get through this
Photo,
episode,
baby.
the more I want to do. Oh my God, no way.
Yeah, motorized trunk
That's,
lid.
The
Very
power trunk on the coupe is crazy.
very mini truck era.
Wow.
I love this.
So that's where I got my start, was in mini trucks in about 1988.
I can tell.
I'm an old dude.
I can definitely tell. I see the influence for sure.
Do we not have tails?
There was taillights, right?
Taillights are between the headliner and the metal of the roof, and it's LED bars across there, and they fully functional turn signal, brake lights, the whole deal.
Jeez.
I so badly want to put together a throwback issue for next year.
I mean, this would fit into the weird issue, that's for sure.
Kind of, but like a front end swap on a Honda back then was just like, it's just par for the course. That was the show car way.
Yeah.
I've seen the front and rear of so many Mark IV Supras on way too many different types of cars.
I've seen Evo wings on an IS 300.
Yeah, that's crazy, right, Harjaan?
I'm looking at it actually.
Yeah, I don't want to like it, but I do.
I love it.
I think this needs to. I think we need to make a throwback issue. I think we've already like half assembled one in this episode alone, and I think if we look through some of the stuff that's not categorized, or we like rejig some of these things, we can find more throwbacky style stuff. Do I think an issue like that would make it out this year? I don't know, but the 2026 PASMAG calendar has yet to be determined, and I don't think I'm too far off in saying this car's probably not changing by 2026 if it's been the same for 18 years. Is that right?
No, it'll never change. It's going to stay exactly like it is. We're going to tour it until people just have no appreciation left for it. We literally had it under a car cover for 17 years. So it came out December of 2024 and had to do, obviously cleanup work. Sits in a garage, scooters, leaned against it here through time. And there's some repairs to be done, but nothing significant.
Fair.
Where do you mount your license plate, or is it just not street driven?
So it's not street driven anymore. When we got that much molded in, because bumper to body and body, having different materials, we just quit street driving it. It was purchased brand new in 1998. It was a street car with nitrous, roll cage, race seats, and we used to go street race it. And it just kept evolving until it was such a showstopper that we just took it off the road.
Wild.
It's a crazy vehicle, to say the least.
It is a crazy vehicle.
So those engine close-ups, you'll notice that, like, the transmission case is fully polished, intake manifold is fully polished. At one point, it had a full polished engine block, and as it sat for the 17 years, it actually locked up. And when we were trying to get it cranked over, it actually cracked the block, and so it does have a new engine block as of this year on it. We have not had the time to fully polish it back out, but it actually had a full polished engine on the outside.
Wild. I gotta say, for the time period this was built, the wheel and tire fitment was actually a cut above most of the cars coming out at this time. Like, the rear tire is tucked, the lip is not sunk in 3 inches from the fender. Like, I respect it.
Yeah, we stretched the lips quite a bit. That's a 20-inch wheel. That was one of the first sets of 20-inch BF Goodrich. That was a 225/30 KDW2, and we were sponsored by BF Goodrich back in the day, so we got them ahead of most people. So as far as we know, in the Southeast, we were the one of the first, us and the guys that we all got them together. There's 3 or 4 of us. We were the first ones on 20s anywhere with a Civic. I'd done it in Accords and Jettas and all the things, but man, Civic was tough fitment. Actually
insane. I want to throw this into that follow-up column, because if we do go through with a throwback issue next year, I want to have some stuff to pull from. And I would very much like this to be in that column. Hey, yes,
this fits that column perfectly.
Right?
Yeah, and obviously, the things you can't tell. That I know you're a performance magazine, and this really leans more towards the mini truck and not as much performance, not being street driven. But the D16 Eagle H-beam rods and pistons. We actually made it where it could handle a little bit of boost. It's nothing crazy, but if you're going to spend the time to make one look like that on the outside, you gotta have some courage to spend the money where you're not going to see it too.
I respect it.
So it's all done inside and out.
Yeah, I think this belongs firmly in the follow-up category, and I think you've kind of inspired. Maybe you were the second man today to inspire a throwback issue, and I think we can kind of we can kind of make that work for next year. I know we were doing, for quite some time, we would dig up 5 or more throwback features from PASMAG's history, all 26 plus years of it. And we would post 5 at a time, and those were really popular in our audience. So I think this definitely, you know, rings the same bell, and I would love to do something with it.
Man, it would be an honor. I would love it. So this car was never featured. Even it won all the shows, and it was all over the Southeast. It won grade 8 at Charlotte Auto Fair with the street rods 2 different times. We have the leather jackets and all the things that go with that.
So sick.
And somehow it was never a featured car.
Did you almost knock the feature board down?
Yeah.
We almost had a catastrophe here in the office just a second ago. Yeah, Greg, this is really cool, man. First of all, I like what you mentioned about the leather jackets. Whichever show goes back to giving leather jackets out as an award, A+, because that'd be so friggin' cool.
Yeah. Charlotte Auto Fair. There'd be about 6,000 street rods there, and they had to give one of the grade 8 to a Civic. And I don't need to tell you what the response was to that.
Yeah, we like to ruffle feathers up here, so I'm gonna have Julius. Is it already on the board?
Yeah. I put
Oh, it's there. Okay, I see it.
Because we don't know where, but
Greg, thank you very much for submitting this, man. This was a pleasure to see.
Thank you.
And yeah, I think we'll be in touch at some point.
so cool.
Let's do something and look forward to it.
Awesome, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Appreciate you. Absolute Electronics says that's craftsmanship right there, lasting the test of time. It's true. It still looks brand new and like,
Dude,
ready
the like
to go.
paint going from like the hood to the dash.
Yeah, and the back deck onto the trunk.
Yeah.
I noticed that right
Yeah.
away. Super cool.
I mean, getting like a full throwback issue would be so sick.
Photos by CG says, I wish the Charlotte Auto Fair was still big like that now. Ooh, a little bit of a fall from grace, I'm guessing. Let's hit our next one up. I'm curious. That's our first one. Let's go the other way.
I think we're moving back.
This guy already got the yes. Give us a second here. We're having some technical difficulties. I'm gonna pull up a spec sheet.
Also, if you
Hey, I
haven't
know this
already,
car.
comment ProForm below.
I know
Oh,
this
it's a
car.
Miles kit.
I know Youssef's gonna have some thoughts about this.
996, best generation 911 ever made.
There you go.
Miles Works kit, the best kit for the best generation 911 ever made.
That is a really
Need I
cool
say more?
kit.
Oh, aftermarket seats though. L.
The Recaro
No,
Fat
W.
Boys. Those are sick.
No, the fact is Porsche. And the Apple Porsche livery,
God.
best livery ever made. So I'm in. Okay, you're good. Have a good one.
I do like the Apple Sports livery.
Yeah. That's it.
Is it painted? No, it's not. Okay.
We have muted Youssef for the rest of the show.
Just looking through, it's not super modified. Just a fair warning. It has the kit, and it has the wing for the kit, and it has image
what are the
BPS wheels.
What are the wheel specs?
How much do you have to
Like
do?
14 inches wide. They're fat
F-150.
wheels. I like it. I do love this car though.
It's
so friggin' cool.
996.1. Man of culture. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I really like it. I would love
This
to
is
drive
very
this.
cool. I like it.
And I like Recaro Fat Boys.
Just fly out to Seattle. I'll hand you the keys.
Oh, hell yeah. Don't tempt me with a good time. What's going on, Mike? How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys today?
I'm doing good.
Good.
This is a pleasant surprise today.
Mm-hmm.
What a unique vehicle. Love the kit. Miles Works is like probably the coolest kit for the platform.
They're really a great kit out there. I mean, and price wise, you really can't go wrong. You really can't.
Slightly less than RWB.
I know somebody-
slightly less. You know, originally
somebody that
this
has-
car, I wanted to do the old is new out of Japan, and I really liked it. And I talked to them at SEMA, and then it just seemed like every time I talked to them again, the price of that kit just kept going up and kept going up and kept going up. And I think the last time I talked to them, they wanted like 14,000 plus shipping, and I was like, man, like it almost seemed like it had doubled at that time.
Right.
So a friend of mine said, hey, have you seen this kit yet? And it was relatively really new. In fact, I think there was only one car in America at the time, or maybe two at the time, and they'd only made maybe less than a dozen kits. So
That's awesome. Stylistically, I think you made the better choice, especially for the generation of cars. Just perfect for it.
Yeah.
Love the way this looks.
Hey, Mike, I got a question for you, Mike.
sure.
Tim Cook or Steve Jobs?
You know, the funny part is I worked for Microsoft for a long time, so I had nothing to do with it. I don't even own anything Apple, so that's even funnier. But
Phenomenal.
I grew up watching really great like ADAC cars and DTM and all that on Speed Channel. And it was like when we were building this car, the first thing he asked me is like, hey, you know, the only thing we're not painting on here is the hood, or I mean the roof and the doors. And he's like, do you want to change the color? And I said, yeah, because originally this car was like a mystic black, and so we went white. And I said yes, because we'll just continually livery this car. And so this is the first livery that's on this car. We're kind of waiting to change it. It seems like every time we want to change it, somebody says, hey, do you want to do this? Or it's going to be in the auto show here in Seattle at the end of the year. So now I'm kind of waiting to change it again.
You're changing. What kind of future plans you got with this thing?
You know, the next one we want to do is the Boomos livery, but they're pretty particular about letting people do that. So I kind of thought, I gave it to my designer and I said, let's do it as the Boomos livery, but just change it so it says Bimbos. And yeah, it would be spectacular. I mean, it'll look pretty much similar.
Do you have performance modification aspirations on this thing, or, you know, suspension, engine build, anything like that?
So I own a ton of cars. This just happens to be the last one that I just did. I did just drive one of these with the VF supercharger. So I'm probably going to add that to this here in the next, I don't know, in the next year or so. This is definitely not my fast car. This is more of a backroads kind of fun car. Other than that, I mean, I know you're talking about there's not a lot of mods. Everything under this thing, there's a lot of mods. It's a 25-year-old car, so all the suspension, everything is completely upgraded, along with the exhaust and all of that. But I kind of had to spend a lot of money on a 25-year-old car to go through the motor. I mean,
yes,
it had sat in a collection for 5 years before I got the car, and then we bought the body kit, and so it kind of went down a lot of, you know, you have to pay the Porsche premium on just everything, right?
What kind of suspension works underneath this thing?
So KW3 gave me KW gave me a KW3 suspension for this.
Sick.
And then the rest of it is all redline, pretty much all upper lower camber arms and everything to do with that to try and make those wheels fit underneath of there.
Okay. Youssef, did you have a question for Mike?
Yeah, hopefully you did IMS on it, eh?
Oh yeah, that was the first thing. So like after I got the car from a dealership, I kind of stole it from a dealership. It had been traded into a Volkswagen dealership. I dropped it off with my good friends at Series 4, and they pulled the motor, and they did everything in the motor. Every seal's been replaced. Everything you could ever do to that motor was done first. Beautiful. Because you don't spend 20 grand in paint and body to neglect the underlying piece there that could blow up at any time.
Yeah, you don't want that paint and body at the side of the road.
Yeah. It purrs like a kitten. It really does. Probably the craziest thing though, it has a super sprint exhaust for the GT3, and I really wanted that center exit rear end, and that's where we're about to go back under the knife because they basically made it work, but it's loud as shit.
Okay. We like loud Porsches around here.
Yeah.
I think this is so close to like a perfect feature car. Just for me personally, I want to put it in follow-up because I think when we're putting things together next year, I bet this is a little further along. Mike doesn't strike me as the kind of guy to wait around and to not touch something like this for a long time. So I think it's gonna really grow into something even cooler than it already is. This would certainly turn heads anywhere on the street as it stands. This is probably my favorite thing I've seen today that I would want to drive.
Yeah, aesthetically, it's like really, really well done.
Right?
And all the choices have been.
That's the annoying thing about that car is that you can't just drive it. I mean, I wanted it to be loud, right? But you just can't drive it down the street because people slow down. They want to look at you.
Of course.
Or, you know, you roll into the grocery store. It takes a 20-minute conversation. So.
As somebody who also drives a dude magnet, I understand this problem, unfortunately. That's where I'm at. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, I think it's a gorgeous car. I think it's very well built, and like you said, Adam, I'm sure like Mike has really big plans for this, and I just think it needs like a few little more things, like power and stuff like that, and I'd be like unanimous. But I'm a very high maybe right now.
I'm on not necessarily going to say the flip side, but I had a 996 as a winter beater. I absolutely love them and have a soft spot for them. I think the power they need is enough, and I think there's a beauty about having a crazy looking and feeling car that just has a quote unquote stock motor, because then you get all of the pros of having a fast, like a fun street car while still having that reliability and AC and et cetera, et cetera. That's my thought process. And I'm a yes. I think like it's as perfect as a 996 gets.
I just realized you're Mike from Stance Wars. Thanks to a comment in the chat.
There was a couple Stance Wars stickers.
Yeah, I was looking at the stickers. I didn't really like put it together.
It is a company car. There are Stance Wars stickers all over.
Yes, I noticed the stickers, and then it didn't dawn on me that I have seen this car on the internet, essentially naked, just all white, when it was first kitted. So that's really cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I think I have no problem putting it on our board. I think it belongs on the board.
Absolutely.
So at some point, we are going to find a way to get this car into PASMAG. Yeah. So welcome aboard, Mike.
Hey, thanks.
I appreciate you joining us and submitting too.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, I'm excited to do some more stuff to it. I just, you kind of build cars, and when you have a garage full of cars, you a tool for a purpose. And this one is let's go to the back road and do 40-50 mile an hour kind of.
Hell yeah, man. Nothing wrong with that at all. I think we have lots of features that are not, the fastest or the most outrageously performance oriented, and I love them just the same. So I think we'll find us.
Right now we're about to really go to town on the interior. We have a ton of stuff for it. It just is one of those things, like we just need some downtime to really get
well, that's exciting. Yeah. Do you tend to work more on these things over the winter when things slow down?
Yeah.
I hear
So this last weekend was the last weekend of anything that we're doing out here in the Northwest. So we have from now till about March or so.
Okay.
Really, yeah.
I think we'll follow up sooner than later and see where you're at. I'm excited to see what happens with this thing.
Great.
Mike, thank you very much, man. And we'll be in touch once again.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. See you later.
See ya.
It's going to be really cool to see what he does with the interior.
Right? That's where I'm at. I want to see a modified interior now.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
996s are friggin' cool.
Best 911 ever made.
How many more do we have?
We have one more.
We have one more.
One more feature?
All right, hit me with the good stuff.
And don't forget to comment ProForm parts.
Yeah, this is your last chance to comment ProForm parts. I'm not going to tell you again. No. You want to win some free stuff? ProForm parts. Okay, we have an Audi TTRS. These are extremely fun cars, if you guys are unaware.
They are.
But that license plate says 45 PSI. What? It's on meaty tires. What's happening here? I see a Molly sticker. I'm very intrigued by what's happening here. Is this our sleeper? So much fun to drive. This our sleeper for the Euro issue? I hope this just expands even further. First of all, these are basically like mini R8s of their generation. They are stupidly fast. For those of you unfamiliar, it's not like a regular TT. The TT and the TTRS are like different breeds at this point. I'm liking what I see in terms of like very chill. Those better not be the wheels. I think they are. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Hold on, I gotta go dig.
Whoa, the interior.
Oh my god, the spec list is insane. Boys and girl, the spec list is actually ridiculous. I see IROS Motorsport, which is very serious
he has the
Audi
GoPro
stuff.
In the car.
Oh, he's got the FU GoPro up on the dash. This is good. This is good.
Are these like DAZA 5-cylinder?
Those are TSW wheels, which kind of breaks my heart a little bit, but it's whatever. I'm not going to hate on TSW.
I will.
Man, I love all the gauges. The gauges look really nice.
Yeah, it does. It looks properly sorted.
This is the most ridiculous spec list I've seen in a minute. Oh my god. This is so crazy to drive. Can we play Guess the Horsepower? Oh my god, boys, play Guess the Horsepower.
13.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's insane.
13 out of these 5s is...
IROS cars are
620.
Split the difference.
3... Oh, gee, what?
1,050 wheel horsepower. All wheel.
No
what?
Way.
This is batshit. Keith, I see your face now. What's going on, Keith?
Wait, what?
Yeah, nice to meet y'all. Thanks for having me.
This is wild, dude. This is probably a riot to drive. How long does a fuel cell worth of fuel even last?
I get like 190 miles out of thankfully E85 is local. I leave it on E85 all the time, so it's doable.
The license plate is the only telltale sign that this is completely ridiculous if you don't look at the stickers.
Right.
When I saw,
like
the
for me, like it is definitely a sleeper, and like rightfully so. But like I like to have something that gives you the warning, because otherwise it just looks like a TT. Honestly, you don't see that many of them anyway. They only made 1,300 between 12 and 2013, so it is uncommon, and no one expects what it has. So it's tough to go to shows and car meets and stuff and kind of get the respect of a 10-year build like this. So it's I gotta leave a little whisper if something's going on here.
Oh hell yeah, I love it. When I was a few years younger than I am now, something like this was like quite literally the dream car, especially when I look at the bottom of the spec list when it's the tech and it's like anti-lag button, Valentine 1 radar detector, mute kit, laser jammer. Like hell yeah, dude. This is a proper get yourself into some trouble type vehicle, and I like it. What was that sticker on the rear quarter window? Was that a rally or a road thing of some kind?
So out on the East Coast, the big name of the game is roll racing at the Race Motive events, and so that's my identifier for one of the races that I was most recently at.
Hell yeah! And you're doing this on the Toyo R888Rs?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely loses traction plenty.
I bet.
You start at 65 miles an hour for those races, and like it'll spin up over
There's
100.
a baby seat in the back seat. This is diabolical.
But yeah, it's a weapon on the road. There's a lot of torque steer that is difficult to deal with, but sure. It's got a wave track in there. We got shortened gearing, so there's gears 3 through 6 are a shorter gear ratio out of a Tiguan. And honestly, like it just powers through. So as long as you point it in the right direction and like don't get off the throttle, like it'll keep going. But yeah, it is a riot to drive.
This rocks.
That's crazy.
I wanted to hate on some of the style choices, and I'm not even going to because it's so freaking badass.
I just tried to keep it clean. It was like everything about it. Like if you were to really look at it without a discerning eye, like it's not a lot going on, but
I like
all
that.
of it's under the hood.
I think that's why I like it so much.
Yeah.
You know, like the weld work on the exhaust is gorgeous. So, like, it's just on my Instagram, but like under there, like that's probably one of the biggest disappointments that I can't see on the regular is the exhaust welding. And so there's a lot of cool. Also the manifold, the turbo setup, like again, all of that stuff is hidden. So you pop a header to meet and.
How much of this is you? Are you a fabricator or engineer of any kind?
No. I've shipped this car across the country to get built in Vegas 3 times, and then I don't do any of my own work on this.
That's understandable. When you're over 4-digit horsepower, I also won't touch the car, so I understand.
Yeah, and then honestly, like it's been a lot of just trials and tribulations with it. You know, like I got that fire suppression system in there because I windowed the block once, so I had to replace the engine. That burst into flames at the time. Then there was 2 separate fuel leak challenges where like the hard line punctured, started spraying fuel everywhere. The fuel lines after like a year and a half down also just rotted out and started spraying fuel. So like God. I'm not messing around with fire anymore. You'll see that in there.
I don't blame you. Can this just run like a standing quarter mile? Like can you launch it? I see it has anti-lag. Can you just straight launch from dig?
Yeah, so straight launch, it has a 2-step on there. It's currently set for like 4,500, and I really haven't dialed in the boost by gear or any of like the real dig traction control because it hasn't been a priority for me just yet. Really, the roll racing where we get the anti-lag on the 65 mile an hour start, that's been the priority, and then dancing with just trying to get the car sorted. We just fried a clutch at the last race event. The entirety of 4th gear, totally fried the clutch. So like that's the new challenge. It's just always something with it. So the answer is yes. Like it could do a standing start. If you check out the Instagram, there's a really good launch video there.
What's your quarter mile time?
Yeah, this again, like really just roll racing. The best I'm in is in the mid 10s. Like the car's got the power for low 9s in it with a manual, but it again has not been a priority for me to mess with it.
That's fair. I like this a lot. I wanted something more subtle for our Euro issue, and you seem to have delivered. It's absolutely ridiculous calling this subtle. More visually subtle for our Euro issue, and I wanted something like super performance built as well, and this is both of those things. And it's not a BMW because if you look at the Euro board, there's BMWs galore, and there's nothing else.
A lot of them.
I'm a yes. I'm an immediate yes because this is so cool. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, I'm an immediate yes as well. Like. It's so crazy. As soon as we saw it, it's just like, whoa, okay, it looks dog. And then no, as soon as you pop the hood, holy crap, that thing's insane.
Also, I think it goes a long way that you use very high quality parts in your performance build. Like when I see iRods, I know someone like cares a lot about building this properly. 034 Motorsports, see that name a lot. Just a lot of really cool stuff in there. Any future plans?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's still going to be practical plans near term. I still try and get a little bit of visual flair. So, like, I might get like a set of red OMP seats, single piece,
Sick.
and getting like a rear cage rather than a full cage, just based on the type of racing I do with it. We'll see, but I got to get rid of the car seat at that point. So, like, until I can have my kids old enough to sit in the front seat, then I might hold off on the cage. Also, like, it is really difficult to rev out. It revs out to like 8,300. And again, with the torque steer, like I really need a shift light, so I'm looking for a carbon fiber steering wheel with those kind of shift lights on the top of the wheel. Would love that because it would really be in my face. And then I actually have a separate headlight that I basically like. I took like spray foam and carved out a headlight insert, so it'll just run no filter, run straight through the headlight. Love that. But I realized that the spray foam increases in size in the heat, and so like it cracks and it looks kind of shitty. So like for me, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna redo one of those proper, do like a fiberglass job, maybe a carbon fiber if I can get somebody to 3D it. But cool. Those are probably the only things on my hit list right now. Mostly practical with a little visual flair as per everything else.
Hey, that's good enough for me. Youssef, Julia, where are you guys at?
Absolutely, yes. Why not?
Yeah,
when I
mechanically,
first saw it, I was like,
clearly
okay,
the car's
maybe...
perfect.
Sorry, what did you say, Youssef?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I first looked at it and I was like, okay, like it's not much going on. And then, as soon as those numbers came up, I saw the GoPro. I was like, okay, well, he's definitely serious about this. I think it's perfect for the issue.
Also, those 5 cylinders are just so freaking gangster. Keith, you're in, dude. Thank you for sending this over because this made my day as far as the Euro issue goes.
Hey, thanks so much, guys. Yeah, I look forward to showing you more. We'll see you on the episode.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon. Big shout out to Keith for building the most bad shit car of the episode. It's funny, we were playing Guess the Horsepower and I didn't see the chat at the time because I was too enamored with what was going on. And the chat's like 748, 850. You're almost there. Add another 200.
When you said it, I thought you were joking.
Right?
I was like, there's no way.
Every time I see 4 digits on a small car.
Those 5 cylinders are some numbers.
Right? Those 5 cylinders are insane. And keep in mind that car is so small that like me and Harjaan could pick it up from the back and lift the back of the car. So
you guys could barely fit in it.
That's terrifying. We probably don't fit, period. Although Keith looks pretty tall, so maybe there's hope for us still. Alas, it is time for everyone's favorite part. Maybe second favorite part, depending on who you are. We've got a duck race to go down. We had a bunch of you comment ProForm parts, and we're going to give away a mystery ProForm part. It could be an engine part, it could be a tool, it could be an engine building component, and so many more things. Because if you don't know, head on over to ProForm Parts website and just look at the variety of stuff that they offer. All of it of super high quality. So we respect that out here.
We love them.
Look at all those ducks. Hell yeah. There's a duck wearing a dinosaur costume, and I love it so much.
Are you going to do that one?
Yeah.
I'm doing the guy next to him with the hat and the glasses.
Shoddy Spider-Man.
Nice. Youssef, which one you got?
I think Pink Duck number 1.
Nice.
Jamie says Frog Duck. All right, we've got our picks locked in to determine who is winning our upcoming ProForm Parts giveaway, which I think maybe we'll announce it next week via Harjaan. He can tell us what the people won, and we'll have a little throwback, and then we'll obviously have next week's as well. So we'll reveal this next week, so you're going to win a prize. Make sure you're following PASMAG and following ProForm Parts on Instagram. Slide into our DMs. Without further ado, quack away, ducks.
Quack, 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 quack.
I was worried that we weren't going to get the Harjaan quack, but we did.
No way. I think Julia's got it.
It's also James.
It's James? No way. That's an insane finish. Whoa! That's an insane finish. He just won it with the stock duck.
I'm also so sorry, James. That's
sleeper duck. James.
He almost won again.
James is going to crash out in the chat. For those of you that don't know, he's almost won several times and still has yet to win.
Oh my god. Mystery Gaijin R34 Akuma, Mr. Winner.
That's crazy.
T, you have 24 hours to slide into our DMs and make sure you're following us at ProForm Parts.
You have 24 hours.
Everybody else, better luck next time on the duck race. Seems like a good time to mention, once again, we are sponsored by ProForm Parts, and that's why we can do this kind of fun stuff.
Hey, wait, guys, I think we're gonna show you a sneak preview of delivery. Should we?
Yeah, let's do it.
You mean the one we had at the beginning of the episode?
Yeah, but we'll see it again. He's excited.
A rolling shot? Well, he's driving through the mountains, starting to sound like a robot. I still hear a duck quacking every once in a while.
Wait.
Stay tuned for an exclusive rolling shot of Harjaan's livery for the first time.
If you can figure out how to flip the camera.
Hey.
Nice. It looks really good.
That's great. Looks good rolling.
Shout out to the design team for making this.
Yeah, PASMAG design team cooked that one up.
Mr. PD.
In short time, too.
Wait, give me 1 second.
There we go. Nice.
Crazy.
Looking good.
I like it.
What do y'all think? Comment in the chat.
Yeah, let us know what you think of Harjaan's livery in the chat. In the meantime, don't forget to head on over to shop.pasmag.com if you want the fresh and new Toyota Lexus issue with all sorts of cool stuff in it. I don't have this one on the desk, sadly, but I'm taking a copy of this one home for myself. This is a really cool issue, all in all. Cannot wait to see what the print looks like. I love the colors. Don't forget to send in your car submissions. We still have room, if not this year, then next. Somewhere in between, we can do both. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching. Some of you we know are not subscribers. You just kind of tune in every now and then. This is your good chance to subscribe. Helps us support the channel, and also you can turn on the notifications with the little bell thing so you'll know when we're live if you didn't already know.
Also give us a like.
Every Tuesday. Yeah, like the stream. I don't know what that does, but I think it's good for us.
I just want to see a like.
Yeah, I just want to see it. And also follow us on all the social media platforms so you can get updates on the podcast, the magazine, events, and other cool stuff that we've got going on. Other than that, we'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
I think that's it.
And stay tuned on the Instagram because I'll be hijacking that for a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. If you want some in-person behind-the-scenes looks at GAT before everyone's coverage and movies drop, you can head on over to PASMAG Instagram, which Harjaan will be taking over for the weekend and showing off some of the fun stuff down there. So, boys, have fun.
And if you are at GAT, make sure to come up to Harjaan. He loves being surprised. Like, he loves when people go high.
Classic. Yeah, he's breaking up. But yes, look for the boys down at GAT, and you can spot them by the IS300 with the PASMAG livery. We will see you guys next week. Safe travels.